Welcome to level 9 out of 31 levels of the 613 degrees or rungs on Jacob's ladder. Let's begin with counting blessings. It is important to count and appreciate everything that is positive in one's life. This is called counting blessings. It is to not miss out on joy that can be received from appreciation of one's blessings. Another rung on Jacob's ladder is called to afflict one's soul. This is not to masochistically punish oneself physically, but simply endure the withdrawal from sin. If one commits a sin routinely and wants to remove the sin, it is appropriate that they afflict their soul by enduring the pain from the lack of the sin being made. After we count our blessings and learn to appreciate and enjoy all the positive things we have in our lives, the next step is to dwell in booths. A booth is a compartment where one sells something. Once we receive blessings and learn how great God is, it is important to sell and advertise the wonders of God and all the positive deeds He performs in the world. This is to dwell in booths, to advertise the great wonders of God. Sometimes we tend to lose sight of God's wonders and we lose spiritual momentum. If we lose this spiritual momentum, it is important to initiate the good work of altruism and selflessness again. The way one regains momentum is to reminisce of the wonders that God performed in the past and remind oneself that there are more miracles and wonders to come in the future. If momentum is lost, this can also be a blessing in disguise. When we lose momentum, we often lose grip on spiritual reality and forget the good things in life. When this happens, it is important to give a half shekel annually. This is a metaphor for remembering that we only perceive half of reality. No matter how much we think we understand, 1 shekel represents being omniscient. So when we give a half shekel away, we are admitting that we are not all-knowing, but only perceive half of reality, which keeps us humble. It is important to hearken to the prophet. A prophet is not another person, but an inner aspect within ourselves. When we come across a truth which can sometimes be hard to confront or receive, it is important to listen to the inner prophet within us and accept the truth. Another rung on the ladder is to set a king. To set a king means to become ruler of one's own life. This means to become unaffected by one's desires, thoughts, feelings, actions, and restraints. It is to have complete awareness of ourselves and not to allow negative desires, thoughts, feelings, actions, and restraints rule over us. We now have the power to stop negative reactions and only allow the positive ones. This is to rule over one's life or set a king. To be a true king is to learn judgment and mercy. It is to learn prosecution and accountability, but to also learn defense, mercy, and circumstance. It is to follow a multitude, an inner crowd. It is to make inner judges and officers. So a multitude is to follow what you think is right. You can call this a mental majority. To make judges is to make judgments, and to make officers is to make judgments with just authority and reason. So to truly follow a multitude is to evaluate all one's judgments on a decision and follow majority rules and favor what you truly think is to be true. It is also good to judge in righteousness, and this is to balance mercy and judgment, creating justice. Another rung is to hear the voice of adoration or the voice of reason. It is important to be reasonable, to believe something not blindly but because of a reason or a number of reasons. It is important to inquire, search, and ask for the truth. Something that is true is something in accordance of fact or reality. A fact is a thing that is known or proved to be true. It is important to determine what is true to you, creating a truthful reality. It is important to test everything and not believe anything blindly, but follow one's inner multitude and determine the truth based on what you feel and experience. It is good to rid evil, which could be considered a false truth. Evil is a source of sorrow and distress. Sometimes when one accepts the truth, they can rid sorrow and distress caused by a false perception and can come closer to live a truthful life. In order to live a more truthful life and rid evil, it is to put away the false witness and present the true witness. To put away the false witness is to use process of elimination and rid the facts that one knows to be false. Once a person uses process of elimination, they can exclude the lies and present the truth, restoring goodness in a person's life.